everyone, I am going to demonstrate you the general features and attachment of hip bone. We will study it into three parts. First is the upper expanded plate-like part called the ilium, antero-inferior part called the pubis, and postero-inferior part the ischium. On its posterior lateral aspect we have acetabulum, as you can see, and obturator foramen. Acetabulum, on its margin it lies the acetabular labrum, which deepens its cavity so as to form the hip joint from attachment of femur, head of femur. What is the function of acetabulum as such is to connect, it connects the ilium, pubis and ischium and separates pubis to ischium. Acetabulum in its center is non-articular and smooth, which contains fat, and it has a horseshoe-shaped lunate articular cartilage, which is articular part which is covered by hyaline cartilage, where the head of femur attaches itself to form the hip joint. About its site determination, then this acetabulum will lie laterally, and its anterior superior iliac spine and pubic tubercle should lie in the same coronal plane to be in the anatomical position. For knowing if it is left hip bone or right hip bone, we have to place our hand like this, insert our thumb into greater sciatic notch. This is the greater sciatic notch, like this. If our thumb faces us and acetabulum is facing laterally, that means it is the left hip bone. We can also handle it like this, but in this case acetabulum is not facing laterally, so it is clear that it is left hip bone. Now about its upper expanded plate-like part, which is ilium. Ilium on its upper end is concavo-convex iliac crest. The highest point of the iliac crest lies in the segment L3-L4 vertebra, which is felt in the flank region, and it has three surfaces: sacropelvic surface, iliac fossa, and the gluteal surface on its lateral aspect. On the gluteal aspect we have three lines. First, from 5 cm to the anterior superior iliac spine to the upper border of the greater sciatic notch, we have first anterior line, gluteal line, and next is from iliac crest, 2.5 cm to the iliac crest to the upper border of the greater sciatic notch, we have posterior gluteal line. From posterior superior iliac spine to apex of the greater sciatic notch, we have posterior medial gluteal line. Now about borders of the ilium. First border extends from anterior superior iliac spine to the upper border of the pubis. Posterior border extends from posterior superior iliac spine to the upper border of the ischium, where in the lower part of the posterior superior iliac spine we have posterior inferior iliac spine, and below deep there lies a greater sciatic notch. Now about the iliac crest. Iliac crest has an outer lip, inner lip, and intermediate surface. About pubis. Pubis, which is the antero-inferior part of the hip bone. This is the body of the pubis, the superior ramus and the inferior ramus. Body of the pubis, superior ramus and inferior ramus. Now about body of the pubis. It has pubic tubercle on its anterior part. About superior ramus, it extends from body of the pubis to the upper part of the acetabulum. About the inferior ramus, it extends from body of the pubis to the ischiopubic rami. About its border, it has 3 borders and 3 surfaces. Superior border, inferior border which extends from pubic tubercle to obturator foramen, and anterior border which extends from pubic tubercle to acetabulum. Superior border, inferior border, anterior border. Now about the ischium. Ischium is thickened part than the pubis, which makes difference between pubis and ischium. It is thicker than pubis. It has body and ramus. Body has ischial tuberosity, and ramus, it has conjoined rami with the rami of ischium and the inferior rami of the pubis. On the medial side of obturator foramen, it forms the conjoined ramus. On the acetabulum, we have deficient, on its inferior aspect, we have deficiency in the acetabulum, which forms the acetabular notch. For the attachment of hip bone, hip joint, it forms firm attachment with that. It helps in the attachment. That's all about its general features in that. And now we will talk about attachments. On the inner part, gluteus minimus, gluteus medius and gluteus maximus. A clue to you is that hip bone is the one bone in the body which has insertion to few and origin to many. That means in its inner aspect, only one insertion, that is internal oblique. Rest all have origin. On its posterior aspect, insertion to only one, that is psoas minor. So insertion to only one, that is external oblique. And we have internal oblique, external oblique, gluteus minimus, gluteus medius and gluteus maximus, rectus femoris short head and rectus femoris long head. We have on the pubis side, we have gracilis, pectineus, and on the posterior aspect we have psoas minor, iliacus, that's major muscles. Otherwise there are many, but these are major. And that's all about hip bone. Thank you for watching.